Hello, everyone. I'm Carly from SalesWarp, and today I'm joined by our Senior Developer of Warehouse Management Solutions, Annika Fisher. Today, we're here to talk about our new WMS solution for wave picking and fulfillment, the WaveBatcher Plus. So, Annika, I know there's an industry-wide need for automation and management on the WMS and fulfillment side. So, what is the WaveBatcher Plus?
So the WaveBatcher Plus is a wave picking and delivery batching solution. Basically, it allows you to automate and optimize your warehouse and increase efficiency. So it's for small companies, it's for large companies, it's for enterprise. It was designed to scale. So the idea is that if you are struggling to get orders out the door, you're struggling to get deliveries on the trucks, the WaveBatcher Plus is your solution. And it was built from the ground up. It's a brand new solution, and it's fantastic. We put a lot of hard work and a lot of love into it. So we're really excited and passionate about it.
So I know that you mentioned that the WaveBatcher Plus is ideal for operations of all sizes. What types of picking and batch strategies specifically are compatible with the WaveBatcher Plus?
Well, it handles everything, which is great. So if you're a small company, you might be familiar with discrete picking, where you go out, you send warehouse workers out, they pick deliveries one at a time, they pick those orders, they go out, they fill them, they get them to a packing station, or they pack them themselves, and they put them on the truck. But then as you're growing, that really doesn't become a good solution anymore, because now you're going out and you're picking one at a time just isn't going to work. So then you can set it to batch picking. So now you have the power to grab a whole bunch of different deliveries and fulfill them all at once, and have a warehouse worker go out there with a cart, whether it's tiered or untiered, both are supported. You go out there and then you pick a whole bunch of deliveries and you put them on the cart, bring them to the packing station, and that can help with your efficiency. But then when you start getting really big, then you're going to need something like zone picking, where then you have warehouse workers stationed in different parts of the warehouse, and then you're going to have them pick multiple deliveries all at once in those zones, and then have them brought back to the packing station. And then we also have parallel picking, we have serial picking, we have just every kind of picking solution possible. What we wanted was to build a tool that grows with your business, so that you can start off with something really simple like discrete picking or batch picking, and then move all the way up to zone, and then doing stuff like parallel and pass picking. So it has everything, and it also has the tools to monitor it as well. So you're not just kind of flying blindly, or doing stuff on old school spreadsheets anymore. Now you're looking at like statistics, graphs, and you can monitor what are the bottlenecks in your warehouse, where you're running into trouble, and then you can solve those issues much faster, so that way you're meeting your deadlines and you're actually getting the deliveries onto the truck.
Great. And I know you mentioned increased visibility and control of your warehouse operations. And a big feature of the WaveBatcher Plus are the incredible dashboards. What kind of visibility do these dashboards and the WaveBatcher Plus provide?
Yeah, the dashboards are great. We absolutely put so much work and time into the dashboards, because we wanted dashboards that we would want to use in a warehouse situation, not just random statistics and things like that, but stuff that lets you know like how many workers you're going to need for the next load, what's upcoming, what's due, what's scheduled, what's being automated, what's not. We even have heat maps so that you can see where that drain is taking place on your warehouse. Maybe you need to reorganize your warehouse to make it more efficient. The WaveBatcher Plus gives you tools to be able to see that. So you're not just flying blindly. You're not just kind of going, on just instinct as to where things should be. You actually have the tools and the visibility needed. And then of course it monitors things like, like potential bottlenecks. You're going to get to see like where the warnings are. We have an entire page that's just dedicated to urgent and like things that need your attention now immediately. So that way you're not an hour behind wondering what happened, and you've got pickers out there that are lost, or you've got things going into exception that shouldn't be. The WaveBatcher Plus gives you the visibility so that you can monitor your entire warehouse and your entire labor force and everything that's going on in the warehouse all in one place.
Great, yes. And I can see how the visibility and automation of a product like the WaveBatcher would increase both efficiency and accuracy in the warehouse. How else do you think the WaveBatcher Plus would improve day-to-day operations?
Oh, absolutely. So one of the things that is really common in warehouses is that you end up having channels. So you've got your Amazon orders, maybe you've got high volume orders, you've got back orders. You have all of these different types of deliveries and orders that need to be met in different ways. What the WaveBatcher Plus allows you to do is to break those orders up into different channels and then automatically release waves of these batched orders to your warehouse workers, that they're not overwhelmed, or that new batches new waves are released every single time a warehouse worker completes them. And then you can monitor it. And then of course the WaveBatcher Plus is intelligent and it learns. So what you end up having is an estimation of what your labor force needs based on past experiences, past days that you've dealt with those channels. You can also break down the statistics by the channel. So if you really want to hone on, say, your Amazon orders and you need to increase efficiency, you can even set per channel what type of batching solution you want to use. So if you have Amazon orders and you need them to be zone picked, you need them to be high efficient, get them to the trucks are leaving with or without the deliveries on them, so you really need to maximize it, you can hone in on just your Amazon orders, see where the problems are, look at what the labor force is that's required, and then you can literally just ride the wave all the way to the delivery truck.
So you mentioned the visibility with the WaveBatcher by sales channel. So it sounds like this would be the perfect solution for multi-channel operations. Can you explain how the WaveBatcher moves through and connects these different sales channels?
You can think of it as like we kind of stuck with the water metaphor, because it's all about wave picking. Wave picking is sort of the all-inclusive term used for this, where you end up having different channels and then you have your deliveries flowing through those channels, and you can think of those channels sort of having like a dam or a release, and then it creates these waves to your warehouse workers, so that way they're picking all of these deliveries in waves. They're all specialized, because you're going to have different times that you need to get different things out of the warehouse. It's not all going to be one monolithic thing. There's going to be certain deadlines that you need to meet. There's going to be times where you want them to be automated so that you can just set it and forget it and not have to think about maybe like something like back orders or low volume stuff, and it automatically will accommodate your higher orders going through. So that's the great thing about the WaveBatcher Plus. It's not overwhelmingly complicated. It doesn't have a ton of settings to get lost in. The idea is that it's a really amazing, efficient solution that allows you to create these waves through your warehouse that are defined by channel. So it's really awesome. It's really cool.
That's amazing. So it sounds like this is going to be a real game changer. What kind of tasks and processes can be automated using the WaveBatcher Plus?
The great thing about the WaveBatcher Plus is that automation is built in. You can absolutely do it the old school way, where you're just creating waves. You can even create quick waves. So you're creating waves with the click of a button that automatically group up deliveries based on preset filters on those channels. So basically you can just like hit one button, you look the settings over, click OK, and boom, you have a wave that's created for your warehouse workers. It could be that quick. If you want to do it the old school way, you can also set it up so that those quick waves are created automatically. So you can set certain times, you can set certain dates that you want waves of deliveries released to your warehouse for picking, so that they can get on the truck. You can set it up so that you can monitor that automation process as well. So automation is built in. You can absolutely set it up so that the warehouse pretty much runs itself, and you get to just monitor it, look for problems, look for where the bottlenecks are, and then just go from there. You can even set them up so that things are queued, so that you end up having, as soon as one wave is completed, the next one is automatically released, so that there's never a slowdown. There's never, getting kind of lost in the process and then things falling behind. It allows you to carefully monitor your warehouse, carefully monitor the warehouse workers and how they're doing, picking times, everything else. And of course, automate as much of the process as possible while still letting you be in control of it.
So lots of exciting new features coming with the WaveBatcher Plus. So if you are interested in learning more, please send us an email, sales@saleswarp.com. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Annika.